good. We had started with the lesson electricity and we had discussed few things on this lesson. So to quickly recall, we had studied what are charges, how to measure it, what are the properties of charges, what is current, the flow of charge is current, and what is its unit, which is the device which is used to measure the current, what is potential difference or voltage, and what is its unit, which is the instrument or the device which is used to measure potential difference or voltage, etc. So today and there we have learned that ammeter and voltmeter are the devices which is used to measure the current and voltage respectively, and we have kept on studying that ammeter is connected in series, voltmeter is connected in parallel. What is this series and parallel connection we should understand today. So today let us study about this electric circuit. What is an electric circuit? So you know that for the current to flow, a path or the channel is required, and that is nothing but the electric wire. The electric wire consists of many number of electrons in it, which are free electrons. The electric wire, this is the electric wire which consists of large number of free electrons. We all know that electrons are negatively charged particles. Here, if you simply keep the wire, will the electrons flow or will there be any current if I simply hold the wire? No. Some potential difference need to be applied to this wire in order to make the electrons to flow in it. That we studied in the last class. From where do you provide this potential difference? It is very simple, by connecting it to the battery. I said you children, battery or the cell. The long line here represents the positive of the battery and short line represents the negative terminal of the battery. Here we know electrons are negatively charged now. This cell, the chemical in this cell, it undergoes reaction and in turn provides the potential difference or the voltage for the current or the electrons to flow, that we discussed in last class. Next question is, when this potential difference is applied with the help of the battery, in which direction does the electron flow or in which direction the current flows is the question. For that, we all know that electrons are negatively charged particles. While studying its properties, we discussed that like charges repel each other, whereas unlike charges attract each other. Like charges means positive are like, negative are like charges. Positive and negative or negative and positive are unlike charges. Similarly here, look, positive of the battery is this long line which is connected to the wire. Wire consists of various free electrons in it which are negatively charged. So obviously the negatively charged electrons gets attracted with the positive of the battery and starts moving towards it, and it will start moving towards it. What happens here? See, always one positive and one negative terminal of the battery you should show, children. If don't draw like this is wrong. Both the side don't show positive. If one line, one end positive, longer line means other line should always be the shorter. The other end is negative terminal. Negative electron is negatively charged and this is negative terminal of the battery, means negative. Like charges repel each other. But here positive of the battery and negatively charged electron gets attracted to each other. So here also this electrons is not getting attracted towards the negative and it starts repelling and move in this direction, and hence when the potential difference is applied, the electron starts to flow, hence conducting. Conducting means making the current to flow. We have studied flow of electrons or flow of charges is electric current. So when you apply this potential difference by connecting it to a battery, the electron starts to flow in one direction. One more thing you should keep in mind, children, electric current always flow from high potential to lower potential. Current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. What is this higher potential means? See, positive means more, which is increasing. Negative means which is decreasing. It is correct. So, positive of the battery means it is something which is increasing, means which is having high potential. Negative of the battery means which is having low potential. So, whenever we draw an basic electric circuit, children, which I have already explained you, once again I am explaining you, the current will flow always from higher potential to lower potential, means from starting from the positive of the battery to the negative of the battery. See, don't get confused with the direction of flow of electron and direction flow of current in the circuit. Electrons is attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery and they start moving towards it. Means it is conducting. But whenever we consider the circuit, the current flows from higher potential to lower potential, means from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. This is the basic electric circuit which we need to study. The rectangular box what you see, as I said you earlier, it is not simply the box but it is the wire what we studied here. It is the conducting wire. And you can see the battery here, positive terminal and negative terminal of the battery, and one bulb is connected in the circuit. In order to measure what is the current flowing in the circuit, what we need to do? We need an instrument. Which is the instrument used to measure current? Obviously it is an ammeter. And we have been studying that it is always connected in series. How do you connect it in series? Means with reference to bulb, let us connect now. Ammeter. See, it is represented by capital letter A. We all know that. In a circuit, how do you represent it? Within a circle, you will write capital letter A, two lines on either side, and mention the polarity. What is this polarity means? Positive, negative. Positive and negative means the polarity should be mentioned. Positive of the ammeter, negative of the ammeter. So this instrument ammeter should be connected in series with the circuit. Means just take it out and fix here. So ammeter, positive, negative. So you have connected the ammeter in series with the bulb. So series means nothing but connecting the device in the line. In your textbook, if you observe, see, they have connected ammeter here. No problem. Anywhere in the circuit you can connect, make sure it is connected in series. It is not like you should not write here or you should not write here. Nothing like that. So, but don't write two ammeters. Okay, no? So, since I am explaining you with respect to this electric bulb, here I am writing the ammeter. Again, mentioning the polarity is very, very important, children. Positive of the ammeter should always be connected to positive of the battery. Negative of the ammeter is always connected to the negative of the battery. This should be perfectly shown. So, this is how we connect ammeter in series. Next is voltmeter. It is a device which is used to measure the potential difference or voltage. Here, how do you measure current? In what magnitude you get means 2 amperes, 3 amperes, 5 amperes, 10 amperes, like that we get. Milliamperes and microamperes are also there, which we already know. Ampere we don't tell always. Whenever you write amps we tell. Short form amps, A-M-P-S, amps. So 2 amps, 3 amps, 4 amps or amperes. Either way you can tell. Similarly, now we need to connect the voltmeter to measure the potential difference. So, voltmeter is always connected in parallel. That is what we have studied. If series means one beside the other or in the line itself, if you should connect means parallel means with the bulb, if at all I want to connect. Similarly, if you measure voltmeter, it should be capital V within the circle. 2 terminals, again positive, negative. This is how you represent the voltmeter in the circuit. Now remove this and connect in parallel with the bulb. Parallel means like this. Below the bulb you will connect again. Mention the polarity. See, it is not like you should always connect below the bulb. Here also we can connect like either way you can connect, either top or bottom, but make sure it is connected in parallel. With respect to bulb now, ammeter is connected in series means in that line only you should connect. But voltmeter is connected in parallel means it should be this way, either top or inside the circuit like this. Either way you can represent the voltmeter. So this is the basic circuit, children. So if at all we ask you to write the basic circuit diagram of an electric circuit, what all you should write is conducting wire with the battery, positive, negative, positive, negative. Positive and negative terminal should be mentioned. Switch, we discussed now already. Switch or the key, what they call in your textbook. So switch or key should be connected, no polarity for this. Next, one bulb, ammeter in series and voltmeter in parallel. Either this way or this way. Any one way you mention the voltmeter. Voltmeter in parallel, ammeter in series. This doesn't complete the circuit. It will get completed once you show the direction of flow of current in the circuit. Just if you look at this circuit, anybody may ask you in which direction the current is flowing. How do we know? So, it should always be represented with the help of arrow mark on the wire like this. Current always flows from higher potential to lower potential, means always from positive of the battery to the negative of the battery. So, one arrow mark means which is going like this. Here one downward arrow mark. This completes the electric circuit. So these are the components of the electric circuit. Which are the components? Battery, plug key or switch, ammeter, bulb and the voltmeter. And this rectangular box is the conducting wire and arrow marks show the direction of flow of current. This is all about the electric circuit. Okay, na?